Is Jenna Ortega hiding one of the most unexpected romances in plain sight? For months, fans brushed off her connection with Emma Myers as nothing more than a friendly co-star bond from Wednesday. But the more Jenna speaks, and the more her actions slip through the cracks, the harder it is to believe this is just friendship. What started with an awkward Zoom call has now spiraled into voice memos, cryptic tweets, viral live streams, and emotional confessions that feel far too raw for Hollywood's usual scripted relationships. And the shocking truth behind this connection might just change the way fans see Jenna Ortega forever.
It all began before Wednesday even started filming. Emma Myers, relatively unknown at the time, had just landed her breakout role as Enid Sinclair, the bubbly, pastel-loving roommate opposite Jenna Ortega's icy Wednesday Addams. The pressure was enormous. Emma had one chance to prove her chemistry with Jenna, and it happened over an online Zoom call. The problem? It didn't go smoothly at all. Emma, nerves running wild, cut Jenna off mid-sentence. Embarrassed, she logged off, convinced she'd blown her chance completely. To her, it was a disaster, the kind of mistake that haunts you for weeks. But behind the screen, Jenna saw something else entirely. In an interview months later, she admitted, "I could tell Emma was nervous, and something about that vulnerability, it just did something to me. I wanted to protect her from that moment." That single confession tells us everything. From the very first call, Jenna wasn't just sizing Emma up as a co-star. She was already feeling protective, already noticing something deeper. That spark of instinct to shield rather than judge became the foundation of what fans now believe is Hollywood's most intriguing bond. But if the beginning was awkward, what happened next would completely change their lives. Filming Wednesday wasn't just another job. It meant uprooting their lives and moving to Romania for 8 long months. Imagine being isolated from your family, your friends, and your entire normal world. In that environment, relationships formed quickly, and sometimes intensely. The cast as a whole grew close, but multiple crew members noticed that Jenna and Emma's connection stood out. While others hung out casually, Jenna and Emma created their own bubble. They developed inside jokes, their own rhythm of communication, and even a way of speaking to each other that nobody else could quite decode. Emma later admitted, "Jenna is amazing. We're definitely very close in real life. She's so easy, so kind, and she gives 1000%. But what Emma didn't highlight is what others couldn't stop noticing. Jenna was protective of her. At press events, Jenna positioned herself next to Emma, subtly redirecting conversations whenever Emma seemed overwhelmed. In group settings, she seemed to prioritize Emma's comfort. It wasn't loud or obvious, but it was consistent. And behind closed doors, this protectiveness grew even stronger, because in Romania, Jenna started a ritual that would later become one of the clearest signs this wasn't just a casual friendship. Fans didn't hear about it until much later. On a podcast, Jenna casually dropped a detail that sent the internet into chaos. Every single day in Romania, she recorded voice memos for Emma. Not short reminders, not texts, full audio messages, sometimes even songs. Jenna admitted, "Before I was even fully awake, I'd send her a new voice memo, singing about how wonderful she was and how she was going to have the best day ever. I've never had that desire or urge for anybody else." For her most loyal fans, this revelation was a bombshell. One viral TikTok put it bluntly, "Daily voice memos? That's girlfriend behavior. I don't make the rules." And honestly, it's hard to argue. Daily affirmations? First thing in the morning, before anything else? That's not typical co-star courtesy. That's a devotion that feels personal, intimate even. But Jenna didn't stop there. She doubled down, admitting her protective feelings for Emma weren't normal. This is completely different. I've never felt this responsible for someone's happiness before." Fans immediately declared it the smoking gun. But Jenna had one more card to play, one that would escalate the rumors into obsession. In March 2025, Jenna appeared on the Armchair Expert podcast. Known for being fiercely private, she rarely reveals much about her personal life. But when Emma's name came up, everything changed. Her tone softened. Her words slowed down. Suddenly, she wasn't the guarded celebrity anymore. She was vulnerable. She admitted, "I don't think I've ever been so protective of somebody. I think about her all the time. I only ever want to make sure she's okay and good." Those words ricocheted across the internet. Within hours, Twitter lit up. One viral post read, "Jenna Ortega really said I think about her all the time and thought we wouldn't notice." Another fan commented, "That's not how you talk about a friend." But even that wasn't the peak, because later that summer, Jenna and Emma appeared together on a live stream, and the internet caught something even harder to dismiss. It started innocently. Jenna and Emma were casually answering fan questions on a live stream, laughing and chatting. But before long, the chat was spamming the same question: "Are you two dating?" Most celebrities shut down that rumor instantly. They laugh, they deny, they move on. Jenna's reaction, completely different. She paused, looked directly at Emma, and smiled. Not a polished, media-trained grin, but a soft, genuine expression fans had never seen before. Then came the line that broke the internet. "Emma is very, like, you don't force anything. You carry this elegance and poise with you that I really admire." The way she said it, the way she emphasized "really" while holding Emma's gaze, fans were floored. Comments flooded in. "That's not friendship." Emma's reaction only made things worse, or better, depending on your perspective. Instead of laughing it off, she blushed, looked down, and smiled shyly. Body language experts quickly dissected the clip, pointing out subtle signs of affection that seemed undeniable. And suddenly, this wasn't just casual speculation anymore. It was evidence. But the internet detectives weren't finished. What they uncovered next made the rumors almost impossible to deny. Fans began connecting the dots, literally. They noticed that Jenna's responses to dating rumors about men were quick and dismissive. With Percy Hines White, immediate, "We're just colleagues." With other rumored partners, always the same, "We're just friends." But with Emma, never once has Jenna used the word "just." Instead, she calls her special, different, essential, and, most often, protective. The coincidences didn't stop there. Fans noticed Emma's cryptic posts seemed to follow Jenna's public statements like clockwork. After Jenna's podcast confession, Emma tweeted, "Grateful for protective hearts." After the viral live stream, Emma shared, "Some connections change everything." The timing was too precise, too consistent. Fans didn't see it as coincidence. They saw it as confirmation. But even after all of this, Jenna still hadn't said the one word fans were desperate to hear. That changed just last week when she made her most revealing statement yet. In a recent podcast appearance, Jenna was asked what mattered most to her. Without hesitation, she said, "I've learned that protecting the people you love is more important than protecting your image." The host pressed her further. "Is there someone specific who taught you that?" Jenna didn't dodge. She didn't deflect. She simply answered, "Yeah, someone who showed me what it means to love without conditions." The internet erupted. Within minutes, Twitter was flooded with posts like, "She's talking about Emma. Jenna, please." For many fans, this was the moment it became undeniable. Whether romantic or not, Jenna had openly tied the idea of unconditional love to Emma Myers. At that point, even skeptics had to pause. Was this still just friendship, or something Hollywood doesn't quite have words for? So what's the truth behind Jenna Ortega and Emma Myers? Is it romance? Is it friendship? Or is it something entirely new, something too rare to fit inside the labels we're used to? Because here's what we know. Jenna has never spoken about anyone else the way she speaks about Emma. She has never shown this level of protectiveness, this depth of care, this vulnerability. Not for friends, not for co-stars, not even for rumored partners. Only Emma. And maybe that's the point. Maybe what makes this connection so powerful is that it defies the neat categories Hollywood tries to force on every relationship. In an industry where so many bonds feel staged or performative, Jenna has chosen to protect Emma again and again, not for publicity, but for something far more valuable. She's shown that caring so deeply for someone that their happiness becomes your priority isn't weakness, it's strength. So, what do you think? Has Jenna Ortega finally revealed that her connection with Emma Myers goes beyond friendship, or are fans simply reading too much into her words and actions? One thing is certain, this bond has captured the internet's imagination like no other, and the story is far from over. Drop your theories in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories about the celebrity connections that have everyone talking. Because if Jenna has proven anything, it's this: some relationships don't need a label to change everything.